Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for joining us in another journey into the depths of Buddhist wisdom, where ancient practices meet the very real challenges of modern life. Today, we are entering a realm filled with immense compassion, boundless kindness, and miraculous resonance, the world of Avalokitesvara Buddhistpractice, also known as Qigong. Almost every person who has come into contact with Buddhism, even casually, has heard of this name. She is the embodiment of mercy, the listener of the world's cries, the eternal savior of beings in distress. But what if I told you that beyond the incense, the prayers, and the statues, there is a subtle yet incredibly powerful method hidden in just 4 simple words? These 4 words, when truly understood and practiced, can reshape your inner world and quietly redirect your destiny. Let us explore what it means to invoke loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. It's not uncommon for people to turn to Avalokitesvara in times of crisis. In the silence of a temple, amid the curling smoke of incense, someone bows deeply and whispers her name, hoping for peace. In a moment of emotional collapse, someone clutches a pendant with her image, seeking comfort. Even those with no formal religious background might still carry a vague reverence, a sense that Qigong represents goodness in its purest form, but fewer people truly understand what it means to embody her essence, and how chanting or even silently contemplating the qualities she represents can serve as a powerful inner transformation. These 4 words, loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, are not just ideals, they are active forces of consciousness. They are the heartbeat of Avalokitesvara's vow to liberate all beings from suffering. When you whisper in your heart, you are not merely speaking about her, you are awakening her within yourself. You are calling forth the very qualities that the Buddha said would lead beings to enlightenment. Let's begin to examine each of these aspects through real-life examples and spiritual reflections. Loving kindness is the wish for others to be happy. It's simple to understand, but difficult to maintain. Imagine walking through a busy city, surrounded by strangers, some of whom bump into you or cut you off or glare at you with indifference. It's easy to respond with frustration. But if, instead, you quietly whisper, "May they be happy," something changes, your heart opens, your reactivity softens. You step out of the loop of anger and into the field of love. This is not sentimentality. It's training. It's power. Avalokitesvara doesn't just feel compassion for those who are suffering, she feels kindness for all beings, without exception. Practicing loving kindness reconnects us to this universal pulse of goodwill. Compassion is the second word, and it goes deeper. Compassion is the wish to relieve suffering. It is what arises when loving kindness meets pain. It's the nurse who stays after her shift to comfort a dying patient. It's the mother who forgives a son who made terrible mistakes. It's the stranger who gives up his seat to someone burdened with sorrow. When you say compassion, feel the heart swell with the courage to face pain, not to turn away, but to lean in, to listen, to respond. Avalokitesvara became the Buddhistpractice of compassion because she vowed to hear the cries of all beings. She did not vow to end all suffering immediately, she vowed to listen. And in that listening, healing begins. Sympathetic joy, the third word, is perhaps the most difficult. It means to rejoice in the happiness of others. This counters jealousy, resentment, and pride. Think of a time when someone else succeeded while you felt stuck. Did you congratulate them sincerely, or did you feel envy eat away at your peace? Sympathetic joy is the medicine for this poison. When we can look at another's success and feel genuinely happy, we step into a vast space where comparison vanishes. Avalokitesvara rejoices whenever a being finds relief or joy. She is never bound by ego. To whisper joy is to declare your freedom from smallness. It's to say, your happiness is my happiness. The fourth and final word is equanimity. This is the balancing force. While kindness, compassion, and joy are active and warm, equanimity is spacious, steady, and calm. It allows us to hold pain and pleasure, gain and loss, fame and shame with equal grace. It's not coldness or detachment, it's clarity. A person rooted in equanimity is unshakable, like a mountain amid storms. Avalokitesvara embodies this perfectly. She appears wherever she is needed, without clinging to outcome. Her gaze is clear, her hands are steady, her heart is open, but not swayed. To chant equanimity is to affirm your center, your stillness, your trust in the unfolding of life. For now, imagine combining these four words: kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity into a single breath. One quiet moment in your day, one repetition while stuck in traffic, while dealing with a difficult colleague, while feeling hopeless. Over time, this becomes your refuge. You don't need incense. You don't need a temple. You become the temple. The moment your heart aligns with these four divine qualities, Avalokitesvara is no longer just a statue. She's your true nature. There are countless stories from practitioners who have applied these teachings and experienced profound change. One woman, facing a divorce, used to cry daily at her altar, but she decided, instead of just asking for help, she would practice. She began wishing well for her estranged partner. She began feeling compassion for his confusion. She rejoiced in his healing, and slowly, her pain turned to peace. They didn't reconcile, but they found mutual respect. Her heart grew, not from external change, but from inner transformation. Another young man, unemployed and anxious, practiced sympathetic joy every morning. He watched others get promotions and succeed while he struggled, but every success he saw, he rejoiced. Within months, not only did he find a job, but his relationships also improved. His joy magnetized others. His bitterness dissolved. This is the power of these four words. And so, dear friends, do not underestimate the quiet practice of whispered prayer. Do not think that chanting Avalokitesvara's name is an empty ritual. When you do so with mindfulness and the intention to cultivate kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, you are no longer begging for miracles, you are becoming the miracle. You are not waiting to be saved, you are awakening the Savior within. You may still face hardship. Life will still present you with loss and challenge, but you will meet these trials differently. Your reactions will soften, your heart will expand. You will find strength, not in resistance, but in surrender. That is the teaching of Avalokitesvara. Thank you for watching this video. If these words resonated with you, share your experiences or thoughts in the comments. Do you have a story of how chanting or embodying these four qualities changed your life? We'd love to hear it. And as always, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the transformative power of the Dharma. May your life be filled with loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. See you next time.